Hello everyone, Sephirothsword57 here. I'm sorry for being so late with this video, but life has been pretty busy for me. Anyway, we've finally reached 500 subscribers. This is absolutely sugoi. Now, as I promised, I was going to make a Q&A. This is for you, my swordlings. So, here we go! Are you a gentleman? Yes, I consider myself somewhat of a gentleman. I tend to treat the female sex with a lot of respect. You know, opening doors, pulling out the chair, stuff like that. Since you never know what that may lead into, if you know what I mean. Are you from the US or another country? I don't mean to sound rude, but I noticed that you have an accent. I actually got this question a lot, and I'm actually Swedish. But I believe that some part of me is Japanese. Maybe I was Japanese in an earlier life, or maybe I have some Japanese ancestors. I don't know, but I've always been drawn to Japanese culture. What would you prefer to play? Dark Souls for 12 hours or Minecraft for 12 hours? Neither. Next question. In your opinion, which video game has the best/worst fanbase? The best and most dedicated fanbase is the Kingdom Hearts fans. They're very passionate and have very interesting discussions about the franchise. As for the worst fanbase, that is the adult Nintendo fans. They live their lives in denial, thinking that children's toys are actually well-made games. They are really baka. Why do you think Mario is bad? I'm a die-hard Sega fan to the core, and obviously Sonic is better than Mario. Who is your favorite pony? Rainbow Dash. Can you dye your hair red to finish off your Iori Yagami look? Actually, I can't dye my hair. My scalp is very sensitive. What's your opinion on the Five Nights at Freddy's games? I actually don't have any opinions on those games, because I actually haven't played them. But they seem to be very popular, so maybe I'll do something in the future? You already told us your thoughts on Sonic Adventure 2, but what do you think about Adventure 1, and how does it compare to the second? Well, here's your answer. Would it be possible to see your clothing collection? Vests, shirts, rings, necklaces, hats, etc. Thank you. I'm sorry, but you actually summed up pretty much everything I enjoy to wear. There really isn't much more to say. When will you review Fallout New Vegas? Well, what's your favorite movie? At the moment, Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F. Check it out, it is really good. Do you have a girlfriend? Not at the moment, but my YouTube fame might open up a lot of possibilities. Can you review some fighting games? Sure, I have a couple of ideas. I'll make something in the future. What are your thoughts on the upcoming Final Fantasy VII remake? Squaresoft? Shut up and take my money. But seriously, I think the remake looks super sugoi, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. As long as it's true to the original, I'm all aboard. What exactly is the gesture you do with your hands when you said domo arigato? I never said domo arigato. You're thinking about minasan arigato. But to answer your question, it's the Uma hand seal from Naruto. I use it as an expression of gratitude when words aren't enough. Uma means horse in Japanese, if you didn't know that. Is this satire? As I mentioned in the first video update, no, it's not satire. This is the last time I'm going to answer this question. Who was your inspiration to start a YouTube channel? James Rolfe, the angry video game nerd, was my main inspiration to start making videos. How can I make a channel as good as yours? First off, make content that you would like to watch. Make sure to research and keep your videos interesting. But most importantly, try to be yourself. Would you try Dark Souls again if I taught you some tricks? Would you commit seppuku if I gave you a katana? What's your favorite anime and your favorite manga? My favorite anime is a tie between Naruto and Bleach. It really depends on my mood. I love them both. As for manga, Love Hina has always been a personal favorite of mine. Great humor and beautifully drawn women. What more can you ask for? Show us your top 5 favorite games of all time. Arigatou gozaimasu. My number one favorite game of all time is Final Fantasy VII. I feel like I don't really need to say anything. Second on my list is the PlayStation version of Chrono Trigger, which I've already made a review of, so you can check that out. Third on my list is Sonic Adventure 2, which I've also made a review of. Number 4 is Kingdom Hearts, and I don't want to share my opinions on it yet, because I really want to make a review of that game. And number 5 on the list is Sega Mega Drive Ultimate Collection. Who is your waifu? There are a lot of beautiful anime girls out there. I can't just pick one. Do you believe that Japanese make better games than Americans? Absolutely, there is no doubt about it. The Japanese has superior technology and actually pour their hearts into their games. Do you have a job? Yes, I'm working at a local warehouse dealing with furniture, where I drive a forklift, just like Ryu Hazuki from the Shenmue games. What was over on your right that you kept looking at? It's my script. I put a lot of work into my show, and I want everything to be perfect for my swordlings. And the last question, where does your name come from? Sephirothsword57. And are you and Dave Pretendo the same person? If not, then who is he? I know these are multiple questions, but I feel like I have to answer this one just to make things clear. The name Sephirothsword57 comes from the main antagonist from Final Fantasy VII. He has a huge cool katana and his name is Sephiroth, but since I have a Western audience, I changed the word katana to sword, just to make things simple. As for the number, it actually comes from the character Agent 57 from the show Danger Mouse, which was one of my favorite cartoons as a kid. Now, as for Dave, he is actually my older brother, being born just moments before me. We look pretty much identical, and when we were younger, a lot of people got us mixed up. This channel is actually his, but he allowed me to upload my videos here just because I wanted to try it out. And his channel was pretty much empty. But if you're wondering, yes, he will upload videos here in the future. He actually have a lot of things planned. I'm sorry if your question wasn't answered. They were either offensive or I just couldn't come up with a good answer. So I picked those that I could actually answer. Thanks a lot. 500 is a really big number for me and Dave, and I hope you stick around with us for the future. Let's make it to 1000 subscribers. Have a good night, evening, morning or day. Bye!